Meantime, a bill is sitting on the governor's desk tonight that would bring back COVID sick leave for workers.
The new deal approved by California lawmakers guarantees up to 2 weeks of paid time off for workers who get sick. It also applies to those who need to care for a family member with COVID as well. CBS 8's Richard Allen has more, including the pushback from some businesses. Richard?
Well, that's right. This bill now heads to Governor Gavin Newsom, who is expected to sign it into law.
It is a huge victory that they have been anticipating for a very long time.
Nikki Avey is a frontline nurse here in San Diego, as well as a member of United Nurses Associations of California Union of Healthcare Professionals, which has fought hard for supplemental COVID paid sick leave.
The frontline workers have been struggling because, we do work in those areas that are high risk. We're around it every day. A lot of them have been wiping out their sick leave. Their sick leave, they've been utilizing it all up because they got sick or their family member got sick. And it's nice to know that they have that benefit now again.
All members vote.
The California legislature approved the bill on Monday, similar to the COVID sick pay policy that expired in September of last year.
If there is one lesson we have learned from last year's action on supplemental sick leave, is that we did it, it worked, and we can do it again.
Put their lives at risk, put their livelihoods at risk. So I think the COVID sick leave is the least we can do.
This supplemental sick pay applies to businesses with 26 or more workers and is retroactive to January 1st, providing up to 2 additional weeks of paid time off if an employee is sick with COVID or if they have to take care of a family member who contracts the disease. A relief for Avey, who's also the mother of 4 children.
If you're exposed, your child's out. So it's nice to have, or if your child is sick, then you can actually be home with them. And so it's nice to know that we have that to use.
Part-time workers would also be eligible for sick leave equal to the number of hours they typically work in a week. Critics of this legislation, though, like Republican Assembly member Vince Fong, say that its passage will have, in his words, unintended consequences.
Requiring small businesses and nonprofits to pay up to 2 weeks of sick pay leave on top of existing pay leave is a financial burden that could bankrupt a local store, a local restaurant, or a nonprofit that's barely holding on by the skin of their teeth.
And businesses did receive some relief today. A tax hike passed at the start of the pandemic was supposed to expire next year. The state legislature, though, voted to end it this year, saving businesses roughly $5.5 billion.